Hello, everybody. It's cooking time with Coach Rayanne. It is Sunday cooking time. Today, we are going to be making a super duper duper easy, tasty, and healthy side dish or dip or mini meal that you can make for the week. Hi, Kristen. Hello, hello. Hey, I just got to warn you guys. So I ran, came home and hurried and showered. And I can't stop sweating. My hair's growing. So I feel it's a little warm in here. So you'll have to excuse my shirt as it gets sweatier as I talk. So hello, hey mom. Hey, hi everybody. So, okay. I have done most of the work, or a lot of work for this dish already because it's so easy. Hey. All you're gonna need are some simple ingredients, some canned beans, canned or frozen corn, or fresh corn if you want to do that, if you're fancy like that. Some jalapeno, it can either be fresh or my favorite are these pickled diced jalapenos. And then you just need a couple vegetables, like some peppers, like bell peppers and some onion. And then we're gonna make a super duper simple dressing out of lime juice and olive oil and garlic and cilantro, a little bit of salt. And let me make sure I have all that right. And a little bit of honey. I almost forgot the honey, you guys. I got a little flustered because I couldn't stop sweating. So I had to take a minute to get myself situated. All right, so first let me just show you what we've done. We've taken 2 cans of black beans. So, I mean, do you not already have a can of black beans in your pantry? I bet you do. Or if not, they're like 89 cents at the store. So seriously, okay, I'm gonna turn around here. Okay, so here's what we've done. We've taken 2 cans of black beans, drained and rinsed, because you got to get that gunky stuff off of there, right? And that's where all the sodium and crap is. So, hopefully not crap, and then I took 1 can of whole, just yellow kernel. Ew, there's a gross one right there. That's gross. Okay, so anyway, that's it, okay? Hi, Kathy. Whoop, whoop. Recently retired Kathy. Woo woo, big congratulations to you. Awesome. Okay, so we have our beans, our corn, already in look at my pretty bowl that I got from Marshall's. Isn't that nice? Okay, I got that a while ago. I haven't been to Marshall's in a long time. All right, then what I did is I had some yellow pepper left, so I did half a yellow pepper, diced it up, and then half a red, okay? You could just do red, you could do green, you could do orange, whatever peppers you prefer, okay? And then we have a red onion. You could do white onion, yellow onion, whatever you prefer. But I really love the red onion here. And then I have some cilantro that we're going to put into our dressing. So I just need Brian to take over here. Okay. All right, so let's get going. I'm just going to dump these ingredients. I'm going to not dump in the cilantro, though, because I need that. So I'm just going to put this into the bowl. Because you guys, it's that easy. You chop up some peppers and some onions. Try not to get my hair in there. Okay, hang on. This is a problem. Does anyone else out there have long hair and if you shower, it's like all your hair falls out? I really don't want to get it in my salad. I promise I will not do that. Okay, so we're going to just dump it in there. Awesome. So isn't that already really pretty? The colors, it's awesome. Now I'm gonna get my jalapenos. We have 2 jars, but we don't need 2 jars. I'm going to just take 2 big spoonfuls, like this. Now, if you don't like spicy, then you would wanna put less of this, but I still would recommend doing some jalapeno because of the flavor. It's awesome, okay? I'm gonna do 1 more. And then I'm gonna keep this jar out. Now, this is not in my recipe, but this is how I tweak it. I'm gonna add some of this juice, some of the brine into my dressing because that sounds delicious. So let's get the dressing going. This is gonna go so fast, you guys, because it's just fast. So we're gonna do fresh squeezed lime juice. So did I show you this before? If you take a lime and roll it on like this, just smush it a little bit, okay? Smush it a little bit, it gets it juicier. Yeah, that's what we want. Because you don't want to waste the juice in the lime, right? Let's start with just a couple of them. Wait, that one already feels pretty juicy, but I'm going to give it a a little roll anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna coat that. Okay, well, let's do one more. That one feels good. Now, we always have limes on hand because we use them with everything, okay? I love to squeeze lime onto my tacos. I like to put it in my water. It's just great. So I get this. I got this at Marshall's, shocker. And I'm just gonna put that in, and we're gonna squeeze, just squeeze it in there. Okay, I probably should have done this before we started. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep squeezing. All right, so now let me talk about this dish a little bit. It's wonderfully healthy because we have lots of good fiber, some protein from the beans. We got the protein from the beans, the fiber from the beans, but we also have more fiber from our vegetables, okay? And we are gonna have a little bit of healthy fat in here because we're gonna add olive oil to our dressing, but not a lot. So it's a nice lower fat dish. Now, yes, does it have carbs? Well, yeah, because it has beans and it has corn. But here's what I would say about that. Well, first of all, you know I like carbs. I'm way too active to not have the carbs. So, but here's the thing. If you're worried about the carb content, then I just want to have you know that if you add more protein to this, that's going to help reduce the glycemic index or how much insulin you produce when eating this, or how much blood sugar, I'm sorry, goes up, so you need less insulin. All right, I'm going to give this another squeeze. So that's one of the tricks that I use with clients and people who have diabetes. You know, we talk about don't avoid your carbs, but eat the right kind and add protein and lots of fiber to it. So that's gonna help. So don't be scared of your carbs. Don't be scared of delicious dishes like this, okay? These kind of dishes are awesome for keeping you fuller longer. There's nothing unhealthy about this dish, okay? Probably the worst thing about it is that they're canned beans, but we already rinsed them, so we got a lot of sodium off. But there's nothing to be scared of with eating this meal, okay? So let me check really quick. I want to make sure I have the right 1/4 cup of juice. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, so I got 1/4. I'm going to just pour this. Look at this big bowl. I love this thing. I've used it a few times in this to do the dressings. Okay, now I'm not going to be super, accurate, but I'm just going to take this honey. This is organic honey, but whatever honey you want is fine. I'm going to just do 2 really big spoonfuls. Whoop. Okay. So yes, that's sugar. If you wanted to, you could use some sort of sugar substitute, like a stevia, or you could do like coconut sugar instead. But I really like using the honey because it's already in liquid form. You could use agave, but at the end of the day, honey, it's like the same thing. But I think honey is a little bit healthier because it has, other nutrients to it. So now I'm gonna add a garlic clove. So I'm just gonna, you guys, I'm shedding. This is not good. Sorry, Brian. I'll do a hair check before we eat this. All right, so, man, there was a lady that watched this recently. She'd be just having a fit. Whew, good thing I'm not feeding this to anyone else but us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just chop up our clove of garlic real quick. Okay, watch your fingers when you're doing this. If you already have some chopped up garlic, like in a jar or a rock-on, it's faster. I just prefer this. Okay, just rough chop. Actually, I'm gonna mince it pretty good. So just a couple of these, or just one. I'm just gonna do 1 clove. Not everybody in my family likes as much garlic as I do, so I'll be nice and not overdo it. Jeez. I don't know if I want to kiss Brian anyway if he has too much garlic. Sorry, Brian, was that embarrassing? All right, I'm just putting that in the bowl. Okay, in the bowl, in the bowl. Boom, boom. All right, now let's get this cilantro, you guys. Oh, cilantro is tasty. Now, I know some of you hate cilantro, right? It's that whole like genetic thing. Like some people like it, some don't. If you would like to replace this with basil, I think that'd be good too. So I'm just gonna kind of mush this all together, which makes me feel bad because these are such pretty leaves and I'm squishing them, but it makes it easier to chop. Okay, so do you see that, Brian? Can you bring it? So I just kind of pushed it all together, and then I'm just running my fork. You put the end of your knife down, and then you just kind of run, like lift up and down on the back. Okay, watch your fingers. Woo! I'm always scaring Brian because I'm like, ah! And he's like, oh my gosh! And I'm like, oh, that's fine. I gotta stop doing that. All right. Great. So now we're just gonna pop that in the bowl. Okay, that's kind of a lot. I'm not gonna put it all. I'm gonna save a little bit of this and put it in my bowl. Okay, over here. Woohoo! Nice. Okay, one thing I want to put into this is some salt. Okay, so I love using kosher salt. You got to be careful because it's a lot of salt. So you might want to do, like, you can do pink Himalayan salt or just regular salt, but I like just doing a pinch of kosher salt. Okay, I kind of like the rockiness of it. Okay, so check that out right there. Now I'm going to add in some cumin and chili powder. Okay, so cumin, I forgot about this. I'm not going to put the chili powder. We're just going to do cumin, okay? So I love ground cumin. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning, but we are putting this in. So this is about a teaspoon, okay? Dumping that in there. So now here's the problem. That honey is stuck all over this spoon, okay? Now we're gonna drizzle in about, I'm gonna go ahead and measure out a 1/3 cup of olive oil, just in another measuring cup. And then I'm gonna whisk it in. Almost there, whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, let me come over there because I'm reaching, silly. So first I have the honey, the lime juice, the cilantro, the garlic, the ground cumin. Now I'm just gonna pour in the olive oil, a little bit, just drizzle it in as I whisk. Okay, so whisk it in. Okay. Yummo. You should smell it. What do you think, Brian? Does it smell good? Mm-hmm. Hey, does anyone have anything to say? Hi, Kathy. I'll be making this later in the week. Yes, aren't those little cute presses are really cute. I totally agree. I'll tell you what. Oh, thank you. Woo, yep, go Zach. Awesome. Okay. Hang on really quick. I'm gonna keep whisking this. I want it to look a little bit more mixed together. Now you guys, one thing I like to do with this salad, well, what we're doing is we're eating it tonight with burgers. Okay, so I'm gonna eat a bunless burger and have this on the side. And then with like a regular salad too. So I'm just gonna pour this over. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the brine of the jalapeno. That's okay, I'm just gonna add it. And that looks so yummy. So what I'm gonna do is just take this. I'm just gonna get like a little, just like that, and drizzle it over. Ooh, I like it so much I'm gonna do more. It's kind of salty, so if you're trying to watch your sodium, maybe you don't do that. Okay? Now what I'm gonna do is stir. When you mix it together, you kind of wanna fold it in, okay? So you just kind of like fold it like this, so you don't mush the beans, okay? Just fold it. It's really juicy, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I started to tell you what I'm gonna do with this. We're having burgers tonight, but sometimes I make this and just keep it in little containers or one big container and eat it for lunch with like some leftover grilled chicken. So for me, I would eat this definitely with extra protein. So like I said, grilled chicken or maybe leftover turkey burgers. Or lately I've been buying these cilantro lime chicken burgers from Trader Joe's in the freezer section. That would be delicious with this. So again, like I was saying earlier, when you add the protein to this, you don't have to worry so much about the amount of carbs, okay? And that's a pretty general statement. Clearly, if you have had a doctor tell you not to have carbs, then forget what I'm saying. But for most of us, it's okay. So notice, I don't know if you can see in there, Brian, like it's juicy in there. It's juicy, so liquid. It needs to marinate for a while. So this is gonna be really good. We're gonna just put some saran wrap on it and keep it in the fridge until we eat. But here's a couple other options you could do with it. One option would be to add some diced avocado. Now, if you're gonna save it for later, I wouldn't do that because it gets like brown. you know? Well, actually, with the lime juice, it might help it from getting too browned, but just in case, you don't want like mushy, like old avocado, you know? So I would say chop it up like before you eat it and throw it in. That'd be awesome. Or you could add in, I don't have a lot left, but feta cheese. Feta cheese. Or there's another cheese, and it's I believe it's pronounced cojita. C-O-J-I-T-A. So cojita. Cojita is like a Mexican style crumbly white cheese. Very similar to feta, so I would just use feta if you can't find that. But that's awesome in here too. I'm not gonna add it now, but we may add it individually to our plates tonight. So you guys, quick review. 2 cans of black beans, rinsed, drained. 1 can of just yellow corn, rinsed, drained. Or you can use frozen corn, or you could grill or cook like regular corn on the cob and cut it off. That would be amazing. But I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do that. And we did bell pepper, onion, then our dressing, very simple. Lime juice, fresh lime juice. Do not do the kind that's like already at the store. That's so gross. Okay, don't do that. Don't cheat on the lime juice. You gotta get fresh limes and squeeze them. And if you don't have one of these, you can get it from most stores, but you could also just like squeeze. Okay, it's a little bit more time consuming, but you can do it. Okay, so we started with the lime juice, garlic, cilantro, ground cumin, honey is the sweetener that's going to take out some of the acidy taste from the lime, and pinch of salt. I think that was it, right? Whisk it up. Oh, some olive oil. Pour it over, marinate, eat it for dinner, eat it for lunch, eat it as a snack. I promise you will love it, okay? All right, so can I have that back? Here we go. Here's one more shot. Thank you, guys. It's beautiful, isn't it? You know, I think I just got to say this too, and I'll be quiet and go soon. But I would be willing to bet that there's at least half of you looking at this saying, oh, that looks so good, but I wouldn't eat it because it's too carby. I betcha. So if that's you, I want to know. But I'm telling you, it's great because remember, protein and fiber, this is very fiber filled and has some protein, is a great way to keep you full, satisfied, and help you lose weight. So if you're on the low carb kick and you're not losing weight, this is a great kind of carb to add because it's a good nutrition filled kind of carby dish, okay? All right, well, I'm gonna go. I'm still sweating, so I'm like, I need to go sit under a fan or something. So thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next weekend. And next weekend, we are gonna be making, I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. We're gonna make artichoke and spinach chicken with a coconut cream sauce. Okay, so I will post that later so you remember what I'm making, but join. It's super easy and super delicious. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye.